last year's winner, Britain's Sack Purchase, graduating to the lightweight double. Now an opportunity for a new name on the lightweight men's singles Roll of Honour.
And as you've said, as the plastic boat holders go down there, the man to beat is without a doubt the Kiwi in this. Duncan Grant looked fantastic all week, as we see Jonathan Koch. He's done really well to make the final, and I don't know if he's going to be able to pull out a shock surprise and get Germany's first gold medal of this first day of finals. But so far Grant has been dominant in all the races, and traditionally, as we see with the New Zealanders, they don't do it off the start. They wait for the middle 1,000 metres, and that's where they do their damage.
All of these scullers, of course, have to be within the maximum weight limit of 72.5 kilos. And over on the far side, you've got Holland, then two from the top. You've got the American Baldyshev, then Duncan Grant in the white visor, then three from the bottom. It's Jonathan Koch, Bertini in blue for Italy, and closest to you, Suda for Japan.
And I think, David, if you look at the way Duncan Grant's rode this, I mean, he hasn't come out of his start pace yet. He's still the highest rating of all those scullers, and he's just carried on that pace, which he established, I think, after about 10 or 15 strokes. And he's just pushing out. He's still in the start phase of his race. The others have settled into their race pace, and Duncan Grant's just taking him out. And let's see if he does settle into his rhythm as he goes through 500 metres. But at the moment, he's the hot sculler. He's out there, above pace almost, and he's pushing for that vital clear water gap ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, he really is at the height of his powers, 27 years of age, so really at his prime, but with a lot of years to go. And of course, again, as it was in the women's race, he'll be looking for a partner to get into the lightweight double sculls, the Olympic category. From Ashburton in New Zealand, and you can see, even at this early stage now, he's stamped his authority on this race.
Absolutely, and I would bet that New Zealand are going to find a partner for him and come to Lucerne for that qualification regatta and grab an Olympic place. I mean, New Zealand have a fantastic morning here, and they're absolutely on fire, and I'm sure that Duncan Grant is going to be in the Olympic team in Beijing. But for here, the moment, he's showing why he's such a threat to anyone. Still at 36 strokes a minute, he's at a very lively pace, and at the moment I think that's keeping ahead of Japan's Takehiro Suda in lane one here, who's got a long stroke, not quite the dynamism of Grant.
Yeah, Bertini's really interesting because of all his pedigree. He's the man who actually has an Olympic medal back home, and he's the man really probably most likely to give Duncan Grant trouble, if anybody is going to give Duncan Grant trouble, because this is most unusual to see this in a lightweight single scull. As you can see, the weather really has dulled down. This is so disappointing, but the sculling and the racing most certainly is not.
No, it's not. And I think anyone watching from the back there, that massive peloton of coaches looking at this race, is going to be looking at Grant thinking this is a real sculling lesson. As we can see, Lorenzo Bertini there, really strong second half of his stroke. All the Italian team noted for how strong their second half of the stroke. They really get a shove on as that boat comes through, and that's why he's up there in the medal position so far. Great race for silver bronze.
Well, Duncan Grant has made all the fast strokes. Nobody's been quicker at any stage in the first half of the race, but you don't win anything for crossing the 1,000-metre line. It's all about crossing the 2,000-metre line, and this is where Bertini has really got to put a push in, because he's got to try and close this gap down on Grant and worry him. That's the only thing that I can see would be a threat to Duncan Grant. If somebody can make a move and just unsettle him mentally, make him question what he's doing.
Yeah, the thing is, though, with these New Zealanders training together as a group, as they do, the team's been away together, and so they've raced with each other, and he's raced people like Mahe Drysdale, very strong in the middle 1,000. We've seen the bravery of the New Zealand pair earlier this morning, so this guy will test himself against people that are strong in this part of the race. I've got no worries that he can keep this pace on, certainly maybe to the last 250 metres.
Yeah, and he's been pushed all the way to get this place, because there's a youngster, Storm Uru, who was contending the World Cups, young Maori racer, and he was doing tremendously well. He's waiting in the wings so that when Duncan Grant decides to call it a day, which won't be for some time, he's there to snap up the opportunity. So the New Zealanders, they've not only got strong contenders in the finals, they've got people in the wings.
Yeah, that is so impressive, because it's not a big squad, say the like of China, that have got, say, maybe 100 rows to choose from one boat. New Zealand just got a few, but they make the best of the talent that they do have. And just looking back there, as we can see the Italian Lorenzo Bertini, I just think Jaap Schouten has had not a bad third 500 metres there on the far side, and he's not out of contention yet.
Certainly not out of contention for a medal, but I can't see anybody pegging that lead back from Duncan Grant. And it is Italy in silver, Japan, Suda vying with Schouten for the bronze medal. It would be a really good boost to the Japanese squad if Suda, who's quite an experienced campaigner, could get a medal here. And Suda does need to prove a point. Having been in the Japanese Olympic lightweight double scull for the past couple of seasons, he's been ousted from that. Now he needs to try and fight his way back.
Yeah, and the Japanese lightweight men's scull on form here. They won their semi-final yesterday. We're looking for a strong performance in tomorrow's final event. So Suda will want to impress here, but it's the Dutch sculler over on the far side, Jaap Schouten. He's going head-to-head with the German Koch, and it's going to get very tight for that bronze medal in the last 100, 150 metres.
Still, Duncan Grant in command, and Bertini clear in second place, but it is Jaap Schouten on the far side who's really raised his game now, trying to go after that bronze medal. Jonathan Koch being really urged on by this home crowd now. They realise that the youngster could be in with a chance of a medal here. Duncan Grant, and then Schouten on the far side, just on the left there. That's Bertini, who's still in the silver medal position as we come in front of the grandstands here. And my goodness gracious me, what a morning New Zealand have had here. Is this going to be the third gold medal? It surely has to be, Martin.
Yeah, tremendous once again. I just looked at Jonathan Koch. I think he might have caught a little bit of a crab there when he was in good medal position. And yeah, New Zealand, though, out in front.
Duncan Grant takes the championship ahead of Lorenzo Bertini. Jaap Schouten of Holland just holds off the flourishing finish there of Jonathan Koch, with a slightly dejected Suda going across the line in fifth place. Duncan Grant's appearance in next year's Olympics depends on finding a partner and qualifying a boat for the lightweight double. However, such is the organisation and forward thinking of this New Zealand squad, they're probably already on the case.